Hello everyone, it is Flying Horse Studios back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be taking the blue roan that I painted last week and detailing her mane and tail. Her mane and tail is going to be black like typical blue roans, however I'm going to show you how to elevate the black painted mane and tail with some shading and detailing. So without further ado, let's get into it. Just like last week, all you're going to need is black and white paint. So first, I'm going to take my black paint. I use the same paint that I airbrush with. I found that it's very smooth when hand painting as well. And I use this teeny tiny brush. It's very beat up. I've been using this brush for years. I should probably get a new one. I will have it linked in the bio. So first, you're just going to paint the mane all black. You're going to want a really nice, solid black coat of paint. This might take a few layers, and as you can see, sometimes I dab the paint on my glove before I go in and detail the mane on the model. This makes the paint a little less globby, so you're able to create finer lines on the mane. This girl has a very stringy mane from what I've noticed, and make sure to get the top of the mane and all around. Just get in there and paint the entire mane. And as you can see, I am speeding this up because no one needs to sit here and watch me paint a mane for like 30 minutes. It does take a while to get all of those layers on, and also I'm making sure to pack in as much detail as I can into the base coat. You want to make sure this is a really solid base coat, as I said, because this is the foundation for your shading and it's very important you get this right. Sometimes you might have to mix your black paint with water, as you saw me doing. This allows the paint to be more elastic. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it allows your paint to be thinner and able to be manipulated easier for detailing. Once you're happy with the mane, you can go ahead and go to the tail. I use a bigger brush for the tail just to get more paint layered on there quicker, because more often than not, the tails are bigger than the manes. So as you can see, I'm just doing the same thing, layering the paint on the tail, making sure that it's really smooth and watery, so that way you don't end up with brush strokes. Once you've got a solid base coat on the mane and tail, you're going to want to take your white paint and mix that with your black paint to create a very dark gray, almost a steel gray. It's near black, that's what I would describe it as. And then you're going to take your tiny brush, take your model, and you're going to very carefully paint the highlights of the model in a kind of striping motion. The highlight points of the mane are the highest points of the mane. They're where the light naturally hits. So as you're holding your model in the light, you kind of want to paint in the areas where the mane is the lightest. So as you can see, I am just continuing on with that highlighting detail. You're going to want to paint very carefully, very gingerly, create very smooth and straight lines, aligning with the curves of the mane and tail. And as you can see, I'm moving on to the tail, just painting where the light naturally hits the highlights of the model. This is how the light would hit the horse in real life, so this adds a really fresh breath of realism to just a bland black mane and tail. I'm speeding this up again because we do not need to see me painting this for a half hour to an hour. I think that would be very boring. But as you can see, as you add more of the shading, it just gets even more detailed. It gives the mane and tail so much depth and realism. Make sure to leave the lowest points of the mane and tail black. You might have to go back in with the black paint in case you accidentally make the gray lines too thick, and if you want to just add more shadowing. And that's it. Before you know it, you have a beautifully shaded black mane and tail. I found that this little touch of gray paint just adds a lot to your model as far as depth and detailing goes. So that's all for the tutorial today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I can't wait to start creating more tutorials. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more like it. Thank you again so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye guys!